It was because me, Maddness, Marcus, and Maddness the Men, and I am playing Monster Prom Maddness by myself today. That's why I skipped over the intro. We all know I'm gonna do every single voice. It doesn't matter. We have all seen the intro, but this is the thing. Welcome to Monster Prom. Welcome to Monster Prom, stupidest pop quiz ever. All minds are rotten, but they are rotten in so many different ways. To worry no more, we're now using our PhD in bullshit to diagnose what kind of deviant sicko you are. Monster Prom, stupidest pop quiz ever, TM will throw a bunch of absurd questions at you and turn your answers into character stats. This way, each of you will start with about fucking whatever. Let's do it. Let's start. Hey, honey, there's something you need to know. If you could put a curse, if you could put a curse on your worst enemy, what would it do? You can't rely on the effectiveness of a curse. I prefer to take care of my enemies the old-fashioned way, by exposing them to unsafe doses of radiation over the course of several years. The curse of always meeting obnoxious people at parties who are super into new fad diets and feel the need to explain them in detail. I'd curse them to fall in love with a wonderful person and be happily married for years before they realize that all this time, their partner was a wild panther in disguise. Then the panther viciously devours the enemy. Classic! Yeah. Meeting the most obnoxious people at parties. You wish you were raised by a really progressive marriage between kick-ass venomous snake and an actual fire. I love fire, and I see no issue with being raised by it. A pack of wild wolves who happen to be tech moguls, who own some of the most profitable companies in Silicon Valley. They would be kick-ass role models and wolves. Sick! A mysterious old man who saved me from the streets in order to raise me as a disciple in the ancient ways of rad DJing. Fire and snake. So bold. What would be your dream first date? An art exhibition experimental enough to give you a seizure. Jesus. A lovely walk in the forest after rescuing your date from a dragon. Okay. A wild party in international waters. Oh yeah, let's just freaking have no laws at all. Woo! A professional meeting where you charm their date with some astonishing business advice. Crimes! A sweaty, manly wrestling match. I'm tempted between crimes, but I want to go folly. We're going poly. We need to be fun. We need to be adventurous. We need to be bold. We need to be charming. Alright. So, how else do we get boldness and charm? By skipping class. That day you skip class and just hang out in the bathrooms because you respect no authority. I guess some people just want to watch the world burn. By skipping class and hanging out in the bathrooms, you give 0 shits and gain +2 boldness. And here comes Liam, ranting to anyone who will listen about failings of living flesh. I have such a pity for creatures that have to consume things other than blood. Grocery shopping, cooking, chewing is a nightmare. No wonder there's so many fad diets. People don't want to have to choose what to eat. Like, have you heard of the mass shock diet? You want a tapeworm, and then you eat a bigger tapeworm to swallow that tapeworm, and so on until all of your organs are replaced by tapeworms. It's usually fatal, but the corpses do look fabulous.
Oh man, that brings back so many memories. The Matrasakwaca diet is how I died. I miss fad diets. I used to get up from the stupidest shenanigans just to get my hands on the latest food replacements.
Whoa, are you guys talking about the fad diets? Sign me up! I'll do anything to get more ripped. Anything! Ha! Have you heard of the paleo diet? Now try the Jurassic diet. You can't eat anything that isn't dinosaur. Killing a T-Rex alone will get you super buff. Have you heard of the I'm hot tip cleanse? I'm hot tip cleanse. It's where you only eat things that come from a mummy. Mummies are so rare that you get super skinny, plus you get to rob tombs.
Wow, I didn't know why they were never thought of that. Finally, a diet where the combines of my love of being wicked skinny with my love of defiling sacred tombs. I'm drunk. I don't even need to eat because I'm a ghost, and I'm still so down for this diet!
Wow, I'm too loud to my mic. Later, Polly takes you to the tomb robbing with her, and her even better, she lets you eat everything you find. You gain +2 fun, +1 boldness. Where do I think I'm gonna sit? It's gonna be these two. You take your seat, and if you didn't know any better, you would say that it seems like Vera and Polly are almost interested in their phones more than they are in you. And you do know better, and you know that yes is exactly what's happening right now.
It's nothing personal, Thayne. It's just that Polly and I are very engrossed in texting our financial slave. Yeah, it's pretty hard to compete with the guy whose fetish is buying you anything you want. That's my fetish, too. Not buying things for people, having people buy things for me. Duh. Good thing he's rich enough to take care of both of us. You know what they say, true friendship is sharing secrets of financial slaves. Still, I do worry that this arrangement might not be the sustainable. What happens if he runs out of money? Our cash flow instantly stops. Besides, being handed everything you want on a platter, in this case the platter being an online money transferring platform, is almost boring. Yeah, I get that. It's a little less boring when you're on as much acid as I am right now, and see what, but colors. If we could somehow turn this into business venture, then maybe it would get interesting. And we could continue our profit even after he's gone broke from catering to our every whim. I mean, how interesting do you think business actually is, since he's totally obsessed with us? We should just tell him to do something totally insane and see if he does it. I don't know. A weirdo giving away his money and getting into hijinks is great and all, but I want to start making real money. I think his money is fine and all, but my favorite currency is chaos.
Seems like the ladies are very excited at Crossroads. Maybe a random bystander can give them the nudge in the right direction. Marry a llama! We've done this before, by the way. Watch their episodes, please.
Oh my god, yes, that's everything to me! I actually had a dream like that one time. Except it wasn't a llama, it was an alpaca. And it wasn't a wedding, it was a bar mitzvah. But other than that, it was exactly the same. Yeah, I don't think this is my scene. I'm gonna go check out my illegal law firm. Catch you weirdos later. I'm texting the financial slave right now, telling him to marry a llama. Oh my god, he's already typing. Let's see. Thayne, you'll never believe this. It turns out the financial slave has actually been talking to a llama for a few months, and now through a llama monster dating site. He says he's a comitophobe that never really defined the terms of relationship with the llama, and he keeps introducing the llama as a friend. But he knows it's because he just wants to be he's just too scared of being hurt. He's taking this as sure sign that it's time to be brave and commit to the llama, and now they're headed to the city hall for the ceremony right now. Of course, he says he'll have to take his leave for a group chat since his heart and wallet belong to another, specifically a llama. Aww, this is the sweetest love story you've ever heard. I'm so glad we got to make it happen together.
That is the sweetest love story you've ever heard, or something. But hey, you and Polly ended up having a love story of your own. I could get more charm. My fun is up. I could get charm and a fun up, though. Boldness is good. So let's get the charm. That day, an epic dodgeball match takes place. I get hit in the head multiple times, my head falls off, but I put it back on thanks to the help of bees. I get +2 charm. I'm sorry, I have to improvise when it comes up with the same stuff every time. I have to improvise. Polly didn't participate in the game, and after it's over, you see why. She's talking to Coach.
Look, Coach, I'm just saying I'm a cool, hip, wild youth. These lame old-fashioned workouts are too tame for me.
Tame? Tame? What of the burpees? Burpees are the wild stallion of the workout routine.
Yawn. Maybe the wild stallion was like 1,000,000 years old and addicted to sleeping pills.
Okay. I'll tell you what. Why don't you come up with your own super cool workout? I mean, the secret to workout is anything can be a workout, as long as it makes you buff and tired.
Anything?
Anything.
Oh, man. Now I've got too many great choices. I can't decide. Someone help!
The ultimate ghost workout, possessing people who are already buff and tired. Beer pong. Beer pong. Beer pong! Beer pong? Oh, of course! They do that in college for fraternities, so it must be a sport. And the principal Giant Spider is always saying I should do more to prepare you kids for college. Sorry, everyone. Looks like I'm going to have to spend the exercise equipment budget on beer and solo cups.
I have literally been training for this moment my entire death. Y'all suckers don't stand a chance.
She's right, you don't. But you sure to have fun trying. You gain 2 fun and 1 creativity. So far, so good, guys. So far, so good. Okay. My charm is up. My fun is up. I would like to get my charm a bit more. So another dodgeball match takes place, but it's not as epic as last time because, well, my foot falls off and I have to go hobble around in it. Eventually I get my foot back placed on, and then spectacularly, Ivan and Shane come out from the backwards and just help me. I get +2 charm from it. Later, you see that Polly is even more excited than usual, and you decide to see what's going on.
You know, I've been doing a lot of soul searching recently, get it? And I think finally figured it out. Who I really am, I mean my soul emoji. The emoji that speaks the truth of my soul. I think a lot of people would say that I'm like the winking ghost emoji or Pelia emoji. Maybe I'm the drug emoji. But those are just who I am on the outside, you know? My real soul emoji is pink heart with a blue arrow through it. Like, I'm sweet, right? But I've also got a dark side. Plus an arrow through the heart is how I was killed.
What about the tapeworm?
What about you? What's your soul emoji?
My soul emoji is a pink heart with a ribbon around it because it's right next to yours in the selection menu. How charming. My soul emoji is an air horn, loud and proud and being hip hip hop. Brr, 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 brr. I know that's their actual sound, I'm sorry. Let's see. Let's be a bit charming. So charming.
That's so sweet! Your heart is like a little gift for me to open! Would that kill you? Like, if I actually opened your heart? It's so hard to keep track of what kills people.
Fuck, I don't know. Reaches the side of self, grabs heart, puts heart back inside. It's not ticking. That was clever and charming. You get the whole package, huh? You gain 2 charm and 1 smart. No! Oh, I love doing Damien, but damn. Listen, Thayne, you can totally sit with us. I just hope you didn't bring a gun to bazooka fight.
Yeah, we're shooting off our best blast, and will not be the best blast. Fuck, I'm drunk!
Good God, there are little actual flasks in the alcohol open aloud in the school cafeteria. Are there no rules? Apparently not, because Polly started setting a series of flasks down on the table.
Okay, so this is my beer. My WC wine, whiskey, ethanol alcohol in the soul of an infant.
Ha! Weak! This is radioactive Abstein, and this is fire, and this is literal poor wife choices.
Wife? Okay, but this one has another small flask inside. It's the ultimate flask.
They could probably go on like this for goddamn ever. Maybe you can cut in with the craziest thing of all, but think carefully about who you want to impress with your flask contest. I've already done this. It's Ultra Whiskey.
Heck yeah! Heck yeah! Heck yeah! Heck yeah! Heck yeah! Let's rage! I've always wanted to make an ultra whiskey, but I could not get my whiskey bottles to fuck. I've tried everything. Moonlighting, sultry music, chainsaws, you know, all that cliche romantic stuff. But it seemed nigh impossible to get them to make sweet whiskey love. I almost started to think inanimate objects can't have sex. But I've had tons of sex with inanimate objects. So that was just silly. If you can make whiskey x whiskey turn into an ultra whiskey, we should definitely apply that principle into all over the damn place. 2 cars make a limousine. An orgy of Y-phones become the Y-phone XXX, the most advanced update possible. Duh. A microwave in a Russian novel get a pair of designer shoes. Can't wait to create a doper stuff that the world can even handle. Probably.
Well, the world probably doesn't even need to worry about handling it, because there's no way you can pull that insanity off. But yay for the plans with Polly. I am so stoked. Oh my god. Let's get my boldness up. I skipped class, but not because of the reason you think. I skipped class because the bees inside of my freaking skull are buzzing so much because they ran out of the pollen. So now I have to spend my entire time in the bathroom looking for flowers. I get 2 boldness. Suddenly, you smell the distinctive odor of rotten eggs, nail polish remover, and chocolate syrup. This can only mean one thing. You kick open the door of the stall to find...
Yo! What's up? Did you come to try my latest batch of toilet wine? My normal tasting group isn't here yet, probably because they're all dead. I've never let that stop me from getting drunk, though, so there's no really excuse. You know, I've expected my toilet wine to be a lot more popular at the school. I mean, I'm selling wine at high school.
And you're 22!
You'd think kids would be lined up around the block. But my only repeat customers are a couple of homeless dudes and Barry the Masochist Swamp Monster. And you're here to try it too, right? No? Oh, then you must be here to help me with marketing. Come on, help me figure out how to make Polly's totally legit toilet wine a success.
Huh. I don't... Let's just pour it into people's mouths while they're sleeping. So fun.
Oh yeah, that's a great idea! Once people have the taste of Polly's toilet wine, they'll be craving more. Literally, I put heroin in this wine. Good thing about the medical grade funnel for that funnel party last weekend. Let's get pouring!
You and Polly spend all night together pouring various liquids into sleeping people's mouths. You sort of forget about the wine and start pulling all kinds of things. It's not much of a marketing campaign after all. But you know what they say, it's not about the destination, it's about the journey and pouring things into strangers' mouths. You get 2 fun and 1 creativity. Goddamn. Oh. If I ever needed to sleep, it would be now. That day, you listened to your elders and learned valuable lessons. But who cares about that? Because, hey, I'm sleeping because of that rager I had last night with Polly. And guess what? That rager was amazing because I learned so much about how to sneak into people's house with a funnel and pour it down their throat. When I mean it, I mean alcohol and other strange liquids. Either way, I get 2 stars. You notice Polly staring at her phone with an uncharacteristic intensity. She usually looks much happier sorting through dick pics. Better investigate.
Oh, hey boo, I'm just checking out the information on the possible afterlives. Like, I'm not gonna spend my time a high school student for all eternity. Who does that? I've collected some pamphlets from various afterlives and I'm looking into the pros and cons of each option. It's such a big decision, you know? I mean, this could affect the rest of my afterlife. Do you know anyone who went to any of these afterlives? Which afterlife are you into?
A soft, enveloping cloud in the sky made of hundreds of adorable, fluffy, precious, and tiny, perfect kittens.
Oh my god, yes! The most yes and the maximum yes possible! This yesist! It's amazing because you know what the biggest complaint about kittens is? That they're perfect, adorable balls of a compliment about kittens. I mean, sorry, I took a little bit of weed. That they're the perfect, adorable balls of fluffy coatness armed with tiny knives on their paws. No, it was complaints, which they have no problem jabbing into people with absolutely no notice. You know who can't feel pain of tiny cat claws? Ghost bitches! I can literally roll around in a cloud of kittens and feel nothing except for the tiny fluffy softness for no fears of claws. I'm definitely going to work on my essay for Cloud Kitten World. Maybe something along the lines of why I deserve to snuggle cats because that one time I pity fucked a werepanther.
You're the one who fucked that werepanther?
Maybe I can get you to write my letter of recommendation, Thayne? Fingers and tiny fairy paws crossed that I get in, and hope to see you there one day.
Did Polly just say she hopes you die? Well, if it's to reunite with her, I guess it's probably fine. Aren't you just dying to take her to the monster prom? You gain that terrible joke and use it later when you're recounting the story, as well as 2 creativity and 1 charm. Liam and Polly aren't alone at the table. They're flanked with 2 beefy hobgoblins in school security uniforms. What do these two have? What do these two have? My brain broke there. What, do these two have bodyguards now? They aren't bodyguards, they're food guards.
Principal Giant Spider found out we weren't eating during lunch, so he assigned guards to us because he thinks we have an eating disorder.
And we do have an eating disorder. It's called being dead. Except it's not an eating disorder, it's an identity and lifestyle.
Death style.
Whatever. The point is that they won't let us leave until we've eaten our food.
Which will be never.
And I am meeting at a Smug Superiority Club to conduct next period. I can't be late!
If you could just figure out a way around these food guards for us, I'd be super grateful, like in a sexy way.
Well, you can't say no to that. Time to enact your fiendishly clever plan. Hey Liam, look over there! With all the deafness and raw sexuality of Indiana Jones, you empty Polly's food into Liam's plate and his lap. Ah! Stop that! That's too much food! I can't even optimally arrange it for the decent food pick.
Meanwhile, I have to seem to eat 100% of the food on my plate. No problem, nothing to see here.
Lucky for you and Polly, the hobgoblins are complete idiots with no object permanence. They instinctively believe Polly's lie. You traitors! I thought we were in this together!
You thought? That was your first mistake. I stay high all the time, so I never think.
You and Polly ditched the cafeteria and then ditched school and then do so many drugs. You end up in a ditch. So responsible. What is going on in this storyline? Oh my god. My god. We gotta see it. Once. That day, while rehearsing the class play, as though the muses themselves had decided to give you a figurative blowjob, your suit actually gets a few rips in it, but since I am a zombie, I stitch it up skillfully because I have lost my arm many times and had to reattach it many times. But because of that, the suit actually looks a bit more terrifying than it should. So, you know, I get a little bit more creativity. But none of that matters because tonight you're going on a date with Polly to the casino.
Ah, yeah! I love casinos. They combine my 3 greatest loves: bad life choices, risk, addiction, and getting fucked up. Wait. Did I say 3 greatest loves? I meant 3, the number between 3 and 5. Sorry, I'm already pretty blasted, because I'm so excited about the casino! Come on, let's make some disastrous financial decisions. Show me how physically irresponsible you can be, baby.
You heard the ghost. What you gonna do? Find the nearest horse race and literally bet your life on it.
Whoa! I can't believe there's a racetrack inside this casino. That's usually not how it works.
Yeah, of course it's not how it usually works. But monsters don't normally go to high school either, so shut up.
How much money are you going to bet? Wait, why did you write my actual life on a piece of paper, sign it in blood, and handed it to the bookie? I don't know what's going on, but I'm pretty sure it's gonna be sweet.
You bet your immortal soul on a horse called Best Horse. It seems like a bet.
It's so sweet that you're willing to die and become a ghost with me just for laughs at a casino.
That's not what this is at all, but you're taking a calculated risk. You don't want to die, you don't want to... Looks like Best Horse wasn't named ironically at all. Although the horses are dead, and you win. The odds of being what they are, the bookie awards you your life, plus 3 more lives. Apparently you weren't the first person to try actually betting their life on a horse, and... Still, you'd rather be derivative than dead. You gain 2 fun and 1 money. Short episode, everybody. Polly! I pluck up my courage. I ask my beloved, if we just had a date with a casino, I bet my life. Please, I'm betting my soul now.
Yes! It'll be epic, boo. Shit get pretty wild pretty soon. Only one thing. If I were you, I'd get some good life insurance, just in case.
Prom night was nice, but a bit blind for the likes of you. You decide to spice things up by summoning some interdimensional nightmare creatures because interdimensional nightmare creatures know how to rave the right way. You and Polly held hands while admiring how the interdimensional creatures wreaked havoc. What a night. What a sentence. Not that exciting of a, everything. But yeah, most diplomatic smile, always be loud like love. It is a short episode. I'm sorry about that. I did not really get anybody to record with me for a while. So yeah. But those 3 weeks were maybe the most epic, absurd weeks of our lives. Seriously, I wish I could have shared them with some other friends. After the Monster Prom, we kept living our lives, falling in love, battling for our friendships, and learning about who we were and what we could be. And you know what? Like it always does, life happened, and it was wonderful. Polly graduated from doing lots of, that word. And now she appears to be hallucinating people and acts as their spirit animal. Scott became an athlete not so long ago. He won a prestigious national award for being the best at doing sports. Vera built the Oberlin Empire, Endless Greatness. And they own a shameless number of companies. You know, it's her. But no one asked anything about it. Who would try to stop Vera Oberlin? For those 3 works? I guess. Monster Prom seemed larger than life. And it was gone. Just like that. The battle for Monster Prom might have ended then, but there were plenty of battles left in that war called youth. But once again, we were young and unafraid, and we were ready to end. I have new images in the gallery! Alright. What are we looking at? What are we looking at? Oh my god. Wait. Oh my god, look at them. That's amazing. Oh, well, now it's just fan art.
Polly! Oh my god! Look at her!
Someone's gonna die.
Fun!
Oh, I love this game. Thank you for watching, everybody. This is one of the shortest episodes we will be having on this series, because it is just me. I hope that you all had a wonderful time, and thank you so much for enjoying Monster Prom Madness. It is a really fun series, and we will see you next time, so stay super. Yeah.